Come along with me for the ride. Let's make our knuckles go white together. Right, what are we going to talk about today? In this one, I thought I'd address the MONEYBOX Lifetime ISA and which funds I invest in, what my allocations are for the money that I invest, where it goes, what it's put into. Before we get into that, I will just discuss again that the stock market has taken quite a hit lately with the spread of the coronavirus. Going to bed last night, my investments were around 15%, which isn't good. It should be at 25% or above because the government gives me 25% on top of anything I save, up to the £4,000. But last night, like I said, it was 15%, so I'm already losing money there. But when I woke up this morning, they had dropped by another 5% down to 10%. And it's not great to see, it is nerve-wracking, but like I said in the last video, you don't want to jump off at the bottom of the roller coaster because then you really have lost the money that you think you've lost by selling when they're low. Hold on tight and white knuckle until the roller coaster comes back up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not currently putting any money into the funds. I'm just waiting a second, trying to pile up some cash just in case. But yeah, I'm definitely not selling what I've got invested. I'm not panicking. I'm just going to wait until it comes back up, and hopefully it will soon. Right, having said that, in the comments of my last video, somebody asked me about the allocations, so I thought I'd go into a bit of detail about where I'm currently putting my money. And this is something I haven't actually done before, and probably something I should have done a long time ago. Because you do kind of want to, well, not kind of, you do want to know where you are putting your money and what you're investing in. So this is sort of like a virgin voyage for me, and I decided to take you guys along with me to see where my money is going. So if I go and open MONEYBOX, like so, hit accounts, hit lifetime ISA, and you can see here the funds that I'm currently investing in. So we've got the Old Mutual MSCI World ESG Index, Fidelity Index World, Ishares Global Property Equity, and a cash fund at the bottom, which is the Legal and General Cash Trust. If I click the little pie chart on the top right, that'll tell you exactly what percentage of the money that I invest is going into each fund. So I've got 20% going into the socially responsible global shares, 50% going to global shares, 20% go into global property shares, and 10% into the cash fund. What we're going to do is go and look into these funds a little bit deeper and see exactly what the money that I'm putting into these funds is going towards. So if we take a look first at the Old Mutual MSCI World ESG Index Feeder Fund, this is the socially responsible fund. Although looking at these list of corporations that I'm putting the money into, I can't see what's particularly socially responsible about them. But then, what do I know? So you can see this is investing in things like large companies such as Microsoft, Alphabet Inc., Johnson & Johnson, Visa, Procter & Gamble, etc., etc. And if we take a little look at the chart, you can see here that in the last year, from March 2019 to March 2020, we had an incline with a few dips. Generally, the trend is going up. But if you look over here on the far right, you can see quite a large dip. In the last week. Not great to see, but again, as I said at the beginning of the video, don't panic, don't sell, just white knuckle, hold on till it comes back up. Alright, the next fund we're going to look at is the Fidelity Index World Fund. And you can see from the investor page here that we're investing in companies such as Apple Inc., Microsoft again, Amazon.com, Facebook, Alphabet, so on and so on. Again, large companies that are probably going to have steady growth, nothing too volatile. But yeah, similar to the other fund that I was in, although maybe less socially responsible. Again, I can't tell why, because a lot of them seem to be similar companies, but there you go. Taking a look then at the growth chart for this fund over the last year between March 2019-2020. Same as the last one, general growth with a few dips until last week when you zoom right in on the right hand side, a big steady drop off a cliff. Not good to see, but white knuckle, hopefully it'll come back up. Okay, the next fund that I'm investing into is the Ishares Global Property Security Equity Index Fund. That was a mouthful. I'm not entirely sure what these are. I should probably do a little more digging into this, but essentially it's just property shares. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I will do a video on that at some point, finding out exactly how these funds work. I have heard the word REIT before, but I'm not entirely sure what it means at the minute. I can't bring it to mind. What is a real estate investment trust? A real estate investment trust is a company owning and typically operating real estate which generates income. Most REITs specialize in a specific real estate sector, focusing their time, energy and funding on that particular segment of the entire real estate horizon. However, diversified and specialty REITs often hold different types of properties in their portfolios. Properties included in a REIT portfolio may include apartment complexes, data centers, healthcare facilities, hotels, infrastructure in the form of fiber cables, cell towers and energy pipelines, office buildings, retail centers, self-storage, timberland and warehouses. One benefit of REITs for everyday investors is that they provide the opportunity to own a portion of real estate which generates dividend-based income. And if we take a look at the investor page, you can see again, similar to the last two, kind of a steady increase with a few dips. And then we've got a little bit of a dip in January of this year, back up again until March, and then zoom far and on the right, steady, swift decline. Not good to see. White knuckle, hopefully it'll come back up. And then last and actually least is the cash fund that I'm investing in. It's the Legal and General Cash Trust, and you can see here this is quite different to the other funds in that it's not investing in large companies. In the middle here you can see that the fund aim is to maintain capital and to provide a return in line with money market rates before charges. On the right then you can see what does it invest in. It invests in short-term deposits, certificates of deposit, government bonds denominated in sterling and repos. There you go, you can see on the left that it was launched on 23rd of September 1992. So this fund has been around for a long time and has been growing steadily. So a brief look into the funds that I'm putting money into. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you're putting your money in other places, what your experiences are. This is all beginner investment information. I'm by no means an expert. I'm doing my best to sort of keep a positive mind frame and hoping that this hit to the stock market won't be a permanent thing or won't be a long-lived thing. I do want to see it come back up swiftly. This is life. There's more important things to worry about than money at the moment. Please stay healthy, stay safe. Let's all get through this as unscathed as we possibly can. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking, sharing and subscribing to this channel if you get anything from it. I'll probably keep updating this situation on a more regular basis now just to see what the stock market's doing. Come along with me for the ride. Let's make our knuckles go white together. Have a wonderful week and a weekend, and just, again, be safe. I have been Ollie Rosser. I still am, unfortunately, and we'll speak soon.